Hi, I wanted to talk to you today about brain health and psychological first aid. We're all in different situations, whether you're shielding, you're isolating, you're working from home or you're working. This whole process has been a roller coaster of emotions, which has been different for everyone. And we really need to understand how to manage those emotions. In the past, when there's been crisis situations arise, there's been a bit of a push to send professionals to do some sort of magic to make everyone feel better. And while that might help down the line, when we're in a response stage, which is what we are at the moment, it's shown to be of little use. What has been helpful is psychological first aid. So I wanted to talk to you about that, what that was, and how we understand that and get that for ourselves. There are 7 aspects of psychological first aid. The first aspect is comfort, and that means exactly what it says on the tin, comfort. Anything that gives you a sense of comfort, whether it's chucking a chocolate bar in your pack up, whether it's putting whipped cream on your hot chocolate, whether it's making sure you've got a lovely meal at home, or you've got your takeaway delivery on a Friday, or you've got a trashy magazine that you read cover to cover. Those are all mine, obviously. But if there's anything that just gives you that sense of comfort, that's really, really important to have. It might seem little, but when we're really stressed out or worried or anxious, just having something that gives us that sense of comfort when we're in the response stage is really helpful. The second is protection. So we've got all the government guidelines, but we need to feel protected. So we need our own personal plan around protection. And that'll be different for different people. And it's worth really thinking about that and having a plan for yourself so that you feel as protected as possible. The next is information. So information about what helps you get through. For some people, it's exercise. Some people, it's binge watching. Some people like engaging in self-help, so mindfulness or anxiety management. Whatever has worked for you or does work for you, think about using that now, particularly when you're stressed. The fourth is support or practical support. If you're struggling with anything practically, then find somebody that can help you with that, and don't be afraid to ask for help. It's really important that you feel supported with the practical stuff. The next one is education. So it's really understanding that how we feel at the moment, and that it's all right not to be all right. It's all right to have a really terrible day and just write it off as an awful day and feel terrible and feel sad. And it's all right to have okay days as well and feel all right. It's understanding that at this moment, when we're in response mode, we can have really awful days and we can have really good ones. It doesn't mean that we're getting depressed. It just means we're responding to the situation. However, on the bad days, that's our next one. That's our next aspect of first aid, which is looking for someone to console us. Again, this is not a professional. This is someone close to you that you trust, that you know that you can turn to. A friend, family, colleague, anyone. Someone that you know you can have a chat to when you're feeling like this, and you can empathise with them and they can empathise with you. You're not asking for solutions or any magic. You're just asking for a chat and be able to get it off your chest. And the last one is connection. We need to stay connected. I know I've said this before, but it's really, really important, not just with family and friends, but if you're working from home, it's really important to stay connected to your colleagues. We won't have those corridor chats that we do at work. So it's how you replicate that, because they're all part of feeling psychologically well when we're at work. So it's how do you replicate that when you're working from home? So they're the 7 aspects of psychological first aid. And it's really important to think about that for yourself and how you get a plan around that can keep us going while we're in this response stage. Thanks.